Hello and welcome to Fifth and Grace. This is your Taurus season tarot reading. This is for our Taurus friends. Don't forget to check your sun, your moon, and your rising signs, because if you've got any of those three in Taurus, this is for you. If you are a Capricorn, a Pisces, or an Aries, just go back through my videos and you will see your videos there, your readings for your season, and also rituals that you can do. And so there will be another video after this one with a ritual just for our Taurus friends, and that's obviously people with Taurus in their sun, moon, and or rising sign. This deck is so huge, can't even shuffle it. This has been my struggle all month. I'm so glad I picked a deck I can barely hold. So I'm a little late with this one simply because Taurus started right on the weekend of the advanced polls for the election, and I've been busy running around for our local candidate, plus Easter, plus my son's birthday, plus he had a bagpipe competition, so the last few days have been a little bit of a lot of everything. So I'm just catching up now. I'm just a day late, really. And then the ritual will be up this week for sure. So there you go. Easy peasy. Just go back through my videos to find the ones that you want for your sign. And I will be doing this every month for the year 2025. And maybe we'll do it again next year. We'll see how we do. This is a 4-card reading. And the questions we have are, what is my current energy this season? What is blocking me from abundance? How can I stay grounded this season? And what do I need to feel abundant? And of course, this is the deck we're using, the Affirmators Tarot. The link is in the description of this video, so you'll be able to grab it quickly and easily for yourself. And also in there, just a little housekeeping, while you're in the description looking for the link to this, my Patreon is there, my tip jar is there, my Facebook page is there, my VIP list, you can sign up for that, is there. There's a freebie there for you, which is an ebook that I wrote, How to Unlock Your Psychic Powers. And there is another ebook there, which is all of my academic notes from 12 of the most popular self-development and spirituality books. So you've got Brene Brown, Joe Dispenza, like all kinds of people in there. And I read these 12 books. Yeah, it took a while. And I made all kinds of academic notes. So that is what you can get in this ebook. And so it will save you, when you're in the coaching world, collapsing time, this is what I've done for you. And I'm going to do a video on collapsing time because I find the phrase so just kind of weird. Basically, I read 12 books, so you don't have to. And so I've saved you about 100 hours of reading. And each chapter in the ebook that I wrote is just maybe like 2 pages long. Some of them are 2.5. So you can easily read them while you're boiling the kettle, while you're in the school line, while you're pooping, whatever you need to do. Okay. Like, just keep it with you. You can read it anytime. It'll take you 5 minutes to read each one. And you will have all of the best information from each chapter, all of the, like, basically the gist of it. Because, sometimes people, when they write these books, they literally have one point to make. Like, let's look at the Let Them book, which has so much controversy around it. It's hilarious. But you don't need to read a whole book to understand, to just let people do whatever they want, right? So this is what I've kind of done, is taken all the actual real meat of each book and put my notes into an ebook for you. So you'll be able to you can still read them, but I just saved you like 10 hours for each book. So there we go. So this deck here has affirmations for each card, so we will read them. They're very cute, they're very cheeky, and I love them. So our first card, my current energy this season, we're not going to read reversals for this. The Six of Pentacles. This is actually really interesting that we've got a Pentacles right out of the gate when we're talking about abundance. I'm going to look up the timing, as I always do for you. And let's see. So that's May 1st to 10th. So that's coming up. Our sixes are always about persevering. I always call this the just keep swimming card. So what you're doing is working. It's just sometimes we're not seeing the progress in a way that we would like to see it, which is why it's really good to journal. You know, say something like my YouTube channel. Every single day at 7 a.m., I write down, I have a book that I write everything in every day. I write down how many subscribers I have, how many watch hours I have, and how many total views I have. So that when I'm feeling like, oh, this really isn't working, like things are not increasing, we're not growing, we're not expanding here, I can actually just pick up that book of the records of every single day's numbers, and I can be like, oh, well, actually, compared to a week ago, I'm, you know, everything's gone up quite a bit, because sometimes we just don't feel like we're making progress. So it's good to make sure that we're actually tracking our lives and the things that are important in our lives so that we can see the growth. We can see how much progress we've made, and then it feels better when we feel like, oh, maybe we're not getting where we want to. But this is definitely, whenever I see this card come up, the sense of it is you have so much abundance that you actually have some to share. So a great message for you right now, your current energy this season is feeling like you have enough and then some, which is a good place to be. So, you know, if you know that your neighbor might not be doing as well as you, maybe share a pot of soup with them or something. Like it's about sharing your largesse, sharing your wealth. And a lot of people would say, well, I don't have any wealth. And it's like, okay, well, but compared to some other people, you probably are quite wealthy, because that's just a very subjective word. It's also about helping people. It's also about being supportive. There's that sense that when you're being generous and when you're giving and helping, that comes back to you. And you can decide in what way it comes back. So you might say, this will come back to me tenfold. Whenever I buy groceries and I pay the bill, I always say, thank you, thank you, thank you for sending this money back to me times 10. And then that way I've put that out there, like I'm willing to spend this money, and my expectation is that 10 times that amount will be coming to me very soon. So that's a great card. May 1st to 10th is when we'll probably start feeling this. And interesting, malachite is the stone for this. And I don't know if I have one here. It's a beautiful green stone. Oh, I do have one. Sorry, pardon me. You know what? I'm just going to get up and walk around, and I'll just keep talking while I do this. I do have a big piece of malachite right there. So it's a gorgeous stone. It's actually one of my favorites. This one's got some nice drusies. That would be, I would call that a portal. I would call that a portal. So yeah, beautiful stone. So that is, you know, oftentimes we go with the green ones for abundance and manifesting things like money, because money traditionally was seen as being green, like leaves. And our affirmation for this one, if I forget any of the affirmations, please let me know in the comments, because sometimes I get going and then I forget to check them. I'm grateful for the abundance in my life and share it generously, paying it forward, back, and even sometimes diagonally. Oh, so cute. So cute. Okay, our next card is, what is blocking me from abundance? The Two of Wands. You're not making a decision about what to do next. Sometimes we find ourselves with choices in front of us, and we can't decide what to do. We're not sure. We're unsure. We're feeling insecure. We're not confident in our decision-making abilities. The thing is, if you don't make the decision, nothing's going to happen. And there's a great saying, when in doubt, don't. This is not the time for that. Pick one and the path will open. It's like Indiana Jones, when like the steps didn't appear till he took the first step. So take the first step and then the path will appear. When we look at the spiritual laws of success, the law of intention, you know, really opens a lot of things up. So if you take that first step towards something, you might start to find the path opens easily. If the path doesn't open, like I always say, if the door doesn't open, it's not yours. And that's okay. You got to try. So if the path doesn't open, then just pull yourself back and try the other way. Not a big deal. We're allowed to try things and see how they feel and see how they fit and see how they work out. So definitely you need to make a decision. If you don't know how to make that decision, flip a coin. And that decision will be made for you when that coin is in the air, and you will know exactly what you want. You don't even have to look at the coin. You'll know what it is that you want. So this is a March date. So the sense I'm getting is that the decisions were presented to you in March, or the lead up to them. You kind of saw them coming, and now you're sitting in them trying to figure out what to do. It's also about planning for the future. It's about making progress. It's about duality as well. We all exist in duality, one foot in gratitude and one foot in desire, as they say. So, this may be a reminder to be really, really grateful for what you have and what you've achieved so far and what the universe has provided so far. But then also be looking to like, okay, what's next? What do I want? What do I want next? What do I want more of? What do I want different? And that could be where this decision is coming in, is but just lead with your heart. Just say, what does my heart say? What does my soul say? What does my spirit say? What feels good? And try it on and see how that decision feels. There's also a sense of restlessness that will probably go away once you make the decision. So card number 3, how can I stay grounded this season? There we go. The Wheel of Fortune. You know what? I forgot to read the Two of Wands. See, I'll get there. This is what happens. I start talking and then I forget what I'm doing. I know you'd remind me. So the Two of Wands, I aspire to be the best I can be. And right now, that means setting goals, taking action, and quite possibly waking up before noon. Yeah, you got to get up early. Get up early and get on with it. I'm definitely a 5 a.m. girl, and I love that. I meditate, I tap, I drink my tea, I make a coffee, start hydrating, do all the things. And then before anybody else is up, and it's like the loveliest part of my day. I shouldn't say it's the loveliest part, but it's one of the most sacred parts of my day, maybe, because I just love it so much. Just this quietness, peaceful mornings. And I do that every day of the year. Okay. And then card number 4, what do I need to feel abundant? But you know what? I'm going to read the Wheel of Fortune before I move on. See, I almost forgot this one too. So the affirmation for this is, I enjoy my life the same way I enjoy a movie. I find excitement in the drama, know the main character will always be okay, and layer my popcorn tub with plenty of butter and peanut M&Ms. Woo! So how can I stay grounded this season? I guess I should finish reading this card, eh? Didn't actually say anything about it. That's where we're at today. So let me just see if we have a date connected. No, we do not. So this card is definitely reminding us that a situation is evolving and improving, but it's not up to you to steer it. It is definitely not up to you to direct the energy or anything. You just have to let it unfold. So, let go of the reins. And while you're just, chillaxing in passenger princess mode, keep an eye out for all of the opportunities that may be coming up along the way, because sometimes the journey is the most important part of any adventure. You might not even get to the destination, because what you needed to achieve was a certain part of the journey to get to you to the thing that you actually need to get to. And so there'll be opportunities coming in, and let's not be so committed to the goal in your head that we miss something even better along the way. Okay, so when I do, when I'm talking to the universe, when I'm talking to spirit, my guides, and I'm asking for something, I will say this or something better. So I'm not limited to, $100 bingo win. If I say or something better, maybe I'll win $1,000 at the bingo. Do you see what I'm saying? So definitely always leave it open to, I want this or something better. And you can make demands of the universe. We don't have to be so polite. We don't have to be like, please, if you've got time, I know I don't want me to be a bother. No, this is what I want. Get it to me, or something better. Like, it's that you just say, I command this of the universe. This is, just sit there and say, I want a white Mercedes. So it is. And it is done. And that's it. And you just, that's how you manifest. That's how you do these things. But definitely there's something evolving and improving. It could be hinging on these decisions that you make, that you just simply decide, you know what, I'm going to try this way. And then things will either fall into place or they won't. And if they don't fall into place, then try the other way. It's so simple. It's really simple. Because these opportunities are going to reveal themselves over time. And you must be ready to act. Like, that's the big one. Because if you don't jump at the opportunity, then someone else will. And it's that simple. Because like, things are evolving quickly. This is a very fast moving energy. And if it feels like things are moving backwards for you, that's okay. Because it's like, sometimes you have to take one step back to take 2 steps forward. But this situation is always evolving. And I did read that, right? Yeah, the peanut M&Ms. Okay. And so then the final card is, what do I need to feel abundant? The 2 of Swords. You just have to make good decisions. You have to, just make decisions. Just make them. That's it. I don't know why we all feel so insecure about decisions, because if you go into it with the mindset like, okay, I'm going to try this, and if it doesn't work, then I'll just try the other thing. That's okay. Failure is part of the process, but I wouldn't look at it as failure. I would look at it, if something doesn't work out, like, what did you learn? You learned that this was not the right path. If you're if you're dating and you're dating people and, things aren't working out, what did you learn? You learned that what you won't tolerate. You learned what you don't find attractive. Like, there's you know what I mean? Always look at it from the positive of, what did I learn from this? And that's when all the opportunities and everything open up, because if you're willing to learn, then the universe gives you more stuff to do. So our 2 of Swords is definitely, so the question is, what do I need to feel abundant? You got to take the blindfold off. You've got to just take your own power back to see things the way they should be seen. And that doesn't mean the way you want to see them. I know that's very tempting, but you definitely want to see things the way they're meant to be seen. And so if you're finding yourself at a bit of an indecision or a stalemate, or you're avoiding making decisions, it's time to come to Jesus and get real with yourself. You have all the power. Everything is hinging on you. You're the only one in your own way. And I know that was some tough love, but sometimes we need to hear it, including myself. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, I'm the only one in my own way. Yeah, maybe I should get out of my own way. You see what I mean? So there's definitely, don't get blinded by all the decisions you have to make. Write them all down, make one decision, and then just start moving forward. It's that simple. It's really, really easy. But you have decisions to make. It could be about divided loyalties that you have. That's a whole, my guides are telling me that somebody is watching this and see, a lot of relationships are ending right now in the last 5 years, and still continuing on, because we're at a really interesting spiritual place in our history of where people are really sinking into their values, and that's ending a lot of relationships, because when you really kind of get down to it, if you don't have shared values, it's really hard to have a relationship. And there's people in my life that have come and gone because we don't share the same values. And that's all. That's fine. It was like, oh, you should be able to get along with everybody. I can get along with everybody, but if somebody's values are just in complete defiance to my values, there's no point, because we're both going to be compromising ourselves to have you know, conversation over dinner. And that's not fun. It's not fun at all. It's always important to listen to people that don't agree with us, but I just don't know that values are something that are meant to be agreed or disagreed with. I think it's just they're in alignment or they're not. And it's okay to let people go. But that's the sense I'm getting, is that there's somebody watching that it doesn't know if they should let somebody go. You already know the answer. If you are wondering, you already have the answer. This would not be a question in your head if you didn't already know the answer. So trust your intuition and do what is the right thing for you. And that's all you need to do, is just do the right thing for you. And if it's about values, if it's about shared visions and ideals and things like that, then yeah, do both of you the favor and do what's right for you. Okay, so our Two of Swords, I patiently glide through this time of inaction without worry or stress. It isn't often I get a free ticket to a lazy river. Yeah, we just don't want to be there all day, okay? So it is time to make a decision about something and wrap your mind around it and get your head straight so that you can keep moving forward. So there we have it. There's our Taurus season reading. Don't forget to click subscribe if you haven't already. And if you click subscribe twice, you'll see the notification bell and then you won't miss anything. Don't forget to read the description. All the links are there to everything. And leave a comment and let me know you stopped by. I love our conversations. I've had so many comments lately and I love it, love it, love it. So I thank every single person who has left a comment, everybody who likes, everybody who subscribes, everybody who's supporting me here. Like, I appreciate every single one of you. So thank you so much for being here and hanging out with me. And as ever, have a magical day.